Well, good morning, scrappers, scrappets, planet lovers, and everybody else. So Scrappy D here. I thought I would share some of the things that are going to get shipped off to board sort today. So this is unpinned CEU. We used to have to get those when I was a teacher. CEUs, continuing education credits. These are all Xeon chips. They all came out of the Dell and Cisco servers. These are pinless with metal brackets. So these go as a pinless CPU with metal bracket. I'll get your price on those in a second. So these are a new pin CPU. And they are currently selling for $10.50 a pound, which is actually pretty good for these. Yeah. They've got a few pounds of metal multi-socket server motherboards. Those are the ones we took apart yesterday out of the Dells and out of the Cisco. Currently they're at $4.85 a pound. What I'll do sometimes when I get a box, you know, I can only pick up so much. My really maximum weight is about 30 pounds. I'm just not about to hurt myself lifting E-scrap. But what I'll do is I'll take, I'll fill the board up, box pretty well with boards, and then I'll add some RAM or some CPUs or something small to take up the room on those. So those are ready to be sold. And then gold-fingered RAM has dropped down to $32 a pound. I'm probably going to sell them 1 pound, I think. So I'm probably going to do like 1 pound of gold-fingered RAM. I think I've got about 13 pounds of boards. And then I'll put a couple of pounds of CPUs in there, and that'll give me a nice box. Post office is cheaper. UPS is actually not too bad for smaller boxes like this. Alliance, Ohio is actually right on like a main shipping hub, so it's not too bad, and I'm able to lift that. It's not too heavy for me. Actually, I've got to make a correction here, and I knew it sounded wrong. So the pinless CPUs are $8.50 a pound right now. I thought I had made a mistake. I'm glad I went back and looked. Oops. Okay, and I've added my packing slip. Try to really put plastic around your E-scrap. Otherwise it's going to poke through the box, and guarantee the shipping is not going to be kind to your items. I've tucked my RAM in over here in bubble wrap, and in the bottom bubble wrap I've tucked 3 pounds of pinless CPUs. So that box is ready to go. Let's do another one. Okay, this is box number 2, and again these are dual socket server motherboards. I have these for sale if anybody's interested. I saved a few. Really good gold recovery here. A lot of good gold recovery here. But this bunch is going to go off the board sort. There are 11 pounds dual metal socket server motherboards. So that is ready. I'm going to add some small packets in here to tighten up the load, and also just to take the sting off my off my shipping. So let's see what we've got to add. I'll be right back. So these here are peripheral high-grade boards. There's visible gold, a lot of chips, and that's a very good board. These came out of those Cisco Aeronets, the cast aluminum square communication devices. And that will grade as a high-grade peripheral board. I'll get your price in a minute. So we're going to put a pound of that into the mix. By the way, I have these for sale if anybody's interested. It's always worked out well for me to just send stuff off the board sort. So I'll wrap those into some bubble wrap and we'll add that to the mix. Okay, so there's a pound of peripheral high-grade boards. They've wrapped in. By the way, guys, if you do ship to board sort, they do want everything sorted, and everything is supposed to go on one invoice as to what's in the box. So they don't like little pieces of paper and open invoices everywhere. There's my peripheral high-grade board, $3.90 a pound today. Okay, there's my 2 pounds of pinless CPUs. I'm going to add those to the box. That should top off that box nicely. Okay, so this box is ready to be buttoned up and shipped. Yay, we're getting there, huh? And again, guys, remember, E-scrap is extremely sharp. It'll poke through the box. I've sorted everything. My pinless CPUs are here. My boards are here. And over here are my high-grade peripheral boards. So that box is ready to ship. Oh, I don't know if I've got enough to do another box. Let me check. These I'll probably send out a little bit later. I had them for sale for the past 2 weeks in my eBay store, but nobody's been interested. So I'm going to sell these as high-grade peripheral boards. And I don't know why I'm not getting much of a focus here. There we go. Oh, everything's difficult this morning. Those are out of the Cisco. Those are out of the Cisco servers. I mean, look at the gold recovery on there. So we'll weigh those out. I'll probably get those shipped out in a bit. These are metal socket computer motherboards. Again, I don't know. I've got to see if I can get enough to fill the box. Just with the price of shipping, you know. If I don't get these out today, it'll be tomorrow. But these are colored motherboards. You'll see blue, black. The green ones have a lot more copper. So these sell for a little bit less. And these came off of Cisco switches. And I should be able to get telecom high for these. They're pretty dense. What is with my phone? They're very densely populated. I'm not going to take the gold fingers off. Tons of chips on there. And these ports are filled with gold. So these are high-grade telecom boards, specifically off of Cisco switches. So I've got a little bit more to scrap out. I think I'm going to take a little break and head over to UPS. Hopefully those boxes that we've just packed up will get picked up today. And I get those on the way. They've got to get there by Wednesday for me to get paid this week. But they may just go on to next week. So it doesn't really matter too much. Yeah. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this weigh and pay from board sort this week. It's raining out, so there's really nothing outside I can actually do. Just got back from the scrap yard. And, yeah, I'll update you as I get the boxes filled and topped up, okay? Bye-bye.